Alright, we in here. This is BattleBit Remastered. This is basically, imagine Battlefield 4 had a baby with Squad. You know, Battlefield 4 turned into a military simulator. Not like Arma, but like Squad or Hell Let Loose. That's what this game is. But I'm not here to talk about BattleBit Remastered, surprisingly. I'm here to talk about an actual issue I have. See, I have been a real dedicated, like, gamer advocate. And when I say gamer advocate, I mean, like, I advocate for gamers, not just for video gaming and all that. Even I advocate for the people that are in the hobby. People that get lied about, people that get harassed for their support of a video game or a person within the industry. Like, it happens, and it happens back and forth. But we're here to talk about this specific thing. I advocate for gamers because there's a lot of young gamers and just, I would say, defenseless gamers. Like, they don't have social medias, or they're not out there putting themselves out there and, like, arguing with people, or, you know, just defending themselves when a journalist or some leftist is just lying about gamers or saying some mean shit. So I take it upon myself to speak for the people that don't want to speak or can't speak. And I was real big into video game advocacy. Dude, where the hell am I? Oh shit, I'm in their point. Oh no. But I'm a video game advocate, and for a while I was fighting for them until a recent issue came up. And that was the payment process, like, you know, big payment companies like Visa and MasterCard swooping in and censoring, like, getting rid of certain video games based on, like, some kind of morality. Like, they literally removed a whole bunch of games off Steam and denied, like, processing to these games because they didn't agree. Like, it was a moral thing. It's tying into the left attacking video gaming and trying to, like, ruin it intentionally. It ties into that, but MasterCard and Visa's method is to do it financially over morals, because that's what this whole thing is. Left against gaming because of morals. And because they want to piss a lot of people off and upset them. But anyways, up here. He's up on the bridge. Up on the bridge. Up, ah! Okay. Oh, I'll be bit. No, we're dead. All right, we'll be back. So, Visa and MasterCard censored a lot of games, and at first it was a huge thing to be really upset about. Like, I was pissed because you hear, oh, you know, like, payment processors removing denying payment or processing of games because of what? Because of their morals, because they don't agree with the games or like the game's messaging or what's in it. And then when you look into it, it was a lot of, like, niche kink games, like Futanari, like DDLG, Lolicon, which is very sick. Like, out of all the niche kinks and the weird kinks, Lolicon is the worst. And we're gonna get to that, but the payment processors removed. If you're gonna play music, play something good, please, before you kill me. Can you do that for me? I know you're upstairs. I'm not going upstairs. You can have it. I'm out of here. I'm doing a YouTube video. Oh, shit! Alright, so I'm stuck here. But anyways, so after all these games got removed and people looked into what was in the games, it comes to find out a lot of them were kink games. And yeah, okay, that's still something to be upset about because it starts with the sex games. It starts with the weird games. But it wasn't just sex games that got wrapped up into it. There was, like, a lot of indie horror, just weird, I wouldn't say weird games, but just, like, really niche and indie games. But you look into it, there was a lot of Lolicon, and then what happened when it was discovered that it was a lot of Lolicon games that was being attacked, it stopped being about gamers fighting against censorship, because that's what it was. It was censorship over morality, which is super trivial and shouldn't be allowed by a company. Companies shouldn't be able to determine who's allowed to make money and who isn't. But they did, and that was the fight. But when the Lolicon was discovered to be removed, the argument stopped being about censorship against games, and it was just fighting to uncensor Lolicon. Like, that's what I've seen gamers revert to. It stopped being about fighting financial censorship, which is a very serious and huge issue that's persisted with content creators and social media personalities since the past 7 years. But no. Ah, fuck. At least I hit him. But it stopped being about that, and it was just straight about Lolicon being removed and how Lolicon isn't bad and how Visa and MasterCard are evil for censoring Lolicon. And that's when I just stopped being about gaming, like advocating for gamers. I've seen a lot of the people that I thought were level-headed people arguing and being upset Lolicon got censored. And I'm seeing a lot of like gaming resort to being upset over censoring goonery. Like, yeah, it's a problem that it's censored, and I'm with them. I was with them. But when I started seeing people be more upset about the porn and the Lolicon being censored, it made me sick. Like, I really just, I resented a lot of those gamers. Like, really, I resented them. Just because it's like, I fight for you, and you're gonna, you're gonna spit in people's face by saying, oh yeah, we gotta bring back the Lolicon and the goonery. Like, you don't need to. You don't need to bring that stuff back. Like, you should be mad that it's financially censored. You don't have to, like, be upset over a specific thing being censored. You should be upset that gaming is being censored. But no, it's goonery. It's goony shit. And I hopped on Twitter today to see a couple big, I'm not going to blast them out here, but I've seen a couple big accounts that was all about this gaming advocacy and fighting for gamers not being censored or lied about. Them saying, oh, they come for our Lolicon, and next they change the goalpost. It's like, bro, why? What the fuck, man? Like, seriously? It's like, they came for our Lolicon, now they're coming for your stuff. It's like, dude, what the that's not video game advocacy. That's not fighting for gaming. That's not fighting against censorship. That's being upset that your pedophile material got censored. And it's like a lot of these gamers, fucking Grumps is a gooner. Grumps' whole shtick is just crying about goonery being censored in gaming. Nothing serious anymore, nothing that's an actual problem. He fights and it gets more upset over his gooning material being censored. And it's like, that's the state of Gamergate? That's the state of gaming? That gamers are just going to be upset over porn being removed and gross child porn, like cartoon child porn being removed. It's like, I'm done. I can't do it. I can't stomach it. I really can't advocate for a people or for a majority of people that are... I need to stop. It's actually making me sick talk about it, and I'm getting upset. But I think I'm done advocating for video gamers, fighting for gamers and defending them, and yeah, it's at this point I'm just sticking to the video games themselves, like advocating for gaming, the hobby, not for the people within the hobby. And it sucks because my original mission was to bring as many people into gaming as possible so they can escape and have fun and experience gaming the way I did. Find a whole new set of friends and just have memorable moments with people, like with your homies while in a game or just chatting online. You know, the hobby provided escape and community. And now it's like the people I wanted to bring in and to keep them, you know, happy and enjoying the hobby without it being attacked. It's like, I don't care anymore. I can't do it. I'm done advocating for gamers. If this is what it's going to be, being upset over goonery being censored or Lolicon being removed, I'm out. Maybe when they start being upset about something else, I'll get back into it. But for now, I'm done defending and, you know, fighting for gamers. Gamergate 2 is over. You can thank people like Grums and just the Lolicons, but that's it. I know this doesn't mean much to people that don't know me, but you're going to see what I'm saying is going to expand, and it's going to make more problems for gamers than we have now. And at this point, I don't even want to call myself a gamer. I'm just a person that enjoys this hobby. I'm just a YouTuber. Yeah, I'm not a gamer anymore, I'm just a YouTuber. But I'm gonna end this video. I know I'm just gonna end up repeating myself, but have a good one for the people that understand where I'm coming from. I gotta get out of here before I get killed. Oh, by the way, yes, I'm very fucking terrible at this game. Oh, fuck! That's the end of my video. Follow me on Twitter at _sorcerer, capital Y, capital T. Or if you don't agree with what I said and want to call me a retard, if you want to call me a retarded faggot over what I just said, there's my Twitter. You feel free to argue against me. Feel free to tell me how I'm wrong, and don't tell me I'm wrong and not tell me how I'm wrong. I need a perspective, and I want someone to actually, if they disagree with me, to tell me, you know, how I'm wrong. Not in like a fight, but I just need a different perspective because it's just gloom and doom for me right now. But that's the end of this video.